Y'all, today we're taking a look back at the UFO mystery that is the alien invasion at the Bayside Miami Mall. The incident occurred early January of 2024. And while an official statement has been given as to what happened, many believe that that is just a cover up and that it remains a mystery to this very day. Now, this isn't just a recap, so stick around to the end because I'll also be updating you on some people that are further in the investigation today and giving you one of the many reasons that this story is no longer being talked about in the way that it should be. So let's start with that original story. Enjoy.
News is coming in of an alleged alien attack in Bayside Mall in Miami, Florida. This comes after police flood the mall January 1st at 9:35 p.m. as can be seen in this video. Surprisingly, this is the first time that we're seeing information come out and videos like this from this January 1st event several days later, with some witnesses coming forward claiming to have seen 8 to 10 foot creatures that line up very much with what we saw in Las Vegas before. Of course, the media is giving us a little bit of a different story. However, even they can't decide what story to land on, with some claiming it was a fight amongst teens with sticks, teens setting off fireworks in the mall. Some said it was a shooting in the news outlets, but no one can exactly agree. Some even said it was gang-related, multiple gangs fighting, but no one has actually solidified what went down, with some media outlets even using an edited tweet of an unconnected fight later in the evening, supposedly later in the evening because the tweet was edited, as their source for this being a fight in the mall, when again, the fight that they are using in representation did not even occur in the mall or at the same time. While on the other hand, we have anomalies appearing on camera that seem to match the description of 8 to 10 foot tall creatures. I would love to see the dash cams on these police cars, and witnesses themselves coming forward to say that there were aliens in the mall.
We happened to be at that mall, so we had Foot Locker or whatever. Next thing you know, you start hearing all this commotion outside, sound like firecrackers or something. So I originally thought that they were shooting. Next thing I know, it's like crazy. Like we just see all these people running. Like I'm talking about moving. You know what I'm saying? Like yo, old people even move. I'm talking about moving. So my girl, she like, what's going on? I'm like, fuck all that. We out. Like I'm not gonna ask no questions. We just gonna follow the crowd. Next thing you know, real like gunshots start going off. So you know what I'm saying? Like we trying to follow the crowd, get out of there. I look back, no cap, yo. No cap. I look back, it looked like a big ass shadow, but it was solid at the same time, like a few shadows, but they were solid at the same time. And it almost looked like they was coming our direction, like they was chasing us, but they was disappearing and reappearing closer. So I'm like, yo, what? So we start really moving.
Now, does this not look very much like the shadowy creature he was describing? And does this not sound very much like the aliens described in the Las Vegas incident? We now even have Newsweek reporting on the creature in the Miami Mall. And I'm hoping that we get further analysis from them so we can get more information and more confirmation. What's stranger still to me about this is that we're getting witnesses coming out saying it's 8 to 10 foot creatures. Not just this guy talking, but people writing in, tweeting in, writing into the media. And the media is still talking about this fight. However, we have footage of an anomalous thing happening here. We have quotes from the suspects saying they were so scared for their lives. Most of them did not pull out their phones because they saw these creatures and they were running. Here in the video, you can see people running and you can see spotlights. This does not look like it's for teens fighting in the mall. Now, here's the thing. We're not getting any video from inside the mall. And that's what's wild to me, but it matches the account of them not pulling out their phones. Like I said, like I just said, I'm sorry, I'm just blown away by them not pulling out their phones because they were scared from their lives. Because if it was teens fighting or teens rioting or teens throwing off fireworks, we'd have video of that. And not video of outside hours later that's unrelated. Video from in the mall, because that's the world that we live in. We see stuff like that and it gets recorded all the time. That's why we always see these videos of these riots and these kids acting crazy outside. So why not this time? Stranger still is that there were talks of NDAs, and now even this person deleted their video. There was a young lady at the mall who also made a video that I had watched, and I was going to actually include that video in this video. However, she also deleted her video, and there were two statements that have officially been redacted. So what exactly went on in the mall? People were talking about NDAs. They're saying that the area blacked out. Some said that the airport shut down, but it actually didn't. But there was a no-fly zone over the mall. Something major happened at this mall, and whether it was an alien, or just some form of anomaly, I don't think it was kids fighting in the mall. I don't think you need 60 cop cars, helicopters, searchlights, a no-fly zone at a mall for teenagers fighting at the mall. That just makes no sense to me. And why are these people redacting their statements and videos getting deleted, and we have no video from inside the mall at all? Now, because these videos are getting deleted, I will leave you guys with Sosa Pippin's full video so that you guys can decide for yourselves. Don't forget to smash that like, subscribe, and share, and check out the membership options for awesome perks like early access to all videos.
Yeah, because I originally thought that they were shooting. You know what I'm saying? I thought, some type of gunfight had broke out, whatever the case is, because we're not familiar with Miami, we're not familiar with the city. So I'm like, damn, I ain't even got my blick. So you know what I'm saying? We about to swerve. Next thing I know, it's like crazy. Like we just see all these people running, like fat chicks, old ladies. Like I'm talking about moving. You know what I'm saying? Like old people even move. I'm talking about moving. So my girl, she like, what's going on? I'm like, fuck all that. We out. Like I'm not gonna ask no questions. We just gonna follow the crowd. Next thing you know, real like gunshots start going off. So you know what I'm saying? Like we trying to follow the crowd, get out of there. I look back, no cap, no cap. I look back, it looked like a big ass shadow, but it was solid at the same time, like a few shadows, but they were solid at the same time. And it almost looked like they was coming our direction, like they was chasing us, but they was disappearing and reappearing closer. So I'm like, yo, what? So we start really moving. Next thing you know, we start hearing more gunshots. Like these dudes start firing at this shit. Get outside, mad police, all that. You know what I'm saying? The police is like trying to get all the people that ran out the mall. They like trying to detain these people, whatever. But me and my girl, we ended up just, sliding past all that and everything like that. But, a lot of people saying, why didn't nobody film and all that? When that type of shit is going on, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that, like some paranormal, nobody thinking about no phone. You know what I'm saying? Everybody going survival mode. But for real, they lying, yo. It was all them officers and all that. They was not there because of no kids fighting. It was really some like movie shit going on in there, yo. So that's what it was, yo.
Now we see all this and we're like, what? This is crazy. Of course, the official statement was that it was 20 kids rioting at the mall or something like that. However, they never released a security camera of said kids rioting, and the people panicking and running out didn't seem to make sense with 20 kids rioting. I feel like people would just pull out their phones and start recording. We also didn't really get a recording from that night. What I will say is that we have to take what some of these influencers say with a grain of salt, because a lot of them are just using this for clout. The same way that people were posting that they were on the plane that lady freaked out on.
That motherfucker back there is not real.
Now, that's not to say people still aren't looking into it, as I found this recent clip of someone claiming they may have found footage from the event.
Okay, so this is what I did with the footage. I put it in black and white and then really slowed it down, as well as turned down some of the brightness. Watch right here. You can see something really tall and kind of translucent. Now here I'm going to back it up so you can slowly see it. You see how tall that is? And it's walking in front. Right there, you see it. And then it kind of disappears into the darkness. Now, here's the video where I edited it with color. You'll see it right there. See it by the palm tree. And now it's going to walk in front of that building. And see how it's kind of translucent and really tall? And then it disappears. Here we go, one more time. You can kind of see its form. Now watch. It literally walks and is like...
Now, as wild as that footage is, and it does kind of match the description with the shadowy figures and them being so tall, which also matches the Las Vegas description, it's important to note that with the advent of AI, it's much harder to tell what's real and what's not. And if I'm not mistaken, that is an old AI video that was circulating around that time with a blur effect added on top to obscure that fact. So she may be being fooled by this video. That is not an actual video of what happened at the Miami Mall incident. So you see, people are still looking this up, but the waters are so muddied by AI and the lack of transparency that it's hard to know what's true. And that's not all. Not long ago, I found a YouTube channel of creator Anthony Poe, or Anth Poe. He's a very popular creator, so you may have seen some of his videos. Now, around the time that all of this was happening in Bayside, this really big YouTuber was faking an alien invasion in Florida. I did a whole video where we kind of break down and do a deep dive on what he did. And this is one of the reasons people don't take it seriously anymore. Take a look.
Alien sightings at Bayside Marketplace.
8 to 10 foot aliens.
On New Year's Day, a large police presence was caught on video surrounding a mall in
The
Miami.
music.
Aliens were spotted
Oh
in
God.
Miami?
I'm already nervous. I already feel like this is gonna just smack us in the face.
This is the story on how I faked an alien invasion and then became famous on accident.
Oh. Film in front of a live audience of 50 random
In
fans.
December of last year, I was right over there.
I
had
kind
this
of feel
idea.
bad because I don't know who Anthony Poe is. I mean, he's a big YouTuber, don't get me wrong. I'm sure he's great. But remember, I only started watching YouTube as I started doing YouTube, so I don't really know all of the YouTubers. But he's got his fans there, and they're cheering him on. And I'm scared that this whole Miami Mall incident was him. Oh, God.
To go to Florida, and I want to fake a whole big alien invasion.
I like that it's helped me fake an alien invasion, but
Want
it's
to
just
go to Florida,
this drawing of two people kissing. Like, where are the aliens in that?
and I want to fake a whole big alien invasion.
That's actually the best idea I've ever heard.
In January, there was a huge police presence at a mall in Miami.
God.
And I don't know if you guys saw what happened, but there was tons of articles coming out saying, oh, shadow aliens. Everyone was freaking out over this. Do you guys...
Everyone was freaking out, especially because they were like talking about how they were like 8 to 10 feet tall, which matched the Las Vegas incident. Oh my God, what did this dude do? Although it seems like he was seeing the news in real time and then made this video. So hopefully that wasn't him getting an entire police presence there.
There are plenty of aliens in Florida. Fact. I was right around there. I saw a mysterious creature. You're probably asking, like, who are these people commenting? Who is spreading this false narrative? Who is John Stanton? John Stanton is me. So...
No!
John Stanton. John Stanton is me.
It's me.
So... I spent an
This kid's
insane
funny.
amount of time. This is
Oh,
the
I
most
like
unemployed
that.
I've
I
ever
like
felt
that
in my
hat.
entire life.
I left probably upwards of like
It looks like a
300
Moogle's hat, which is, you know, ChaosMoogle. Hey, he left 300 comments, and wait, as these different profiles.
This is the most
My God, we've been gaslit.
what I've ever felt in my entire life.
I left probably upwards of like 300 comments.
And
No,
I don't know if
no!
I was just like a drop of water in the ocean or if I was the straw that broke the camel's back. And so this leads me to wonder, like, can I go to Florida and do this thing myself, not just be the loser comments online? If I were to do that, how much money would this cost me? So I drove 12 hours
My
all the way
God.
down to Tampa.
To have the
and
budget, though, I
spent
live.
2 weeks in an Airbnb. I only left for one thing consistently, and that was to fake an alien invasion. So I would leave to film, I would leave to network, I would leave to put up flyers. I'll talk about all that soon. Firstly, I acquired an Airbnb.
What?
It was pretty expensive for 2 weeks. An alien mask, an alien costume. And after that, I acquired an alien.
No.
I didn't purchase
No.
an alien. I didn't purchase this. I had a producer do it for me. This is gonna matter later. I acquired caution tape. I acquired drone. I acquired lights. And most importantly, I acquired a guy named Travis. So, who is Travis? So this is Travis.
Hey. Hey. I love that everyone's cheering at him acquiring a person. It just sounds crazy. Anthony Poe, I don't know who you are. I'm low-key, I'm half mad at you, but also you're committed. And I will say, you go, boy. Yes.
He was my babysitter and also my cameraman. So he was helping me do this whole thing. And yes, I did pay him. Okay, thank you. If I go on the news and start talking about aliens, they're gonna know something's up. I look like the type of kid who's gonna fake an alien invasion. So what I needed was a reputable source to be this liar for me.
Oh, God.
Who here has seen Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan? Have you actually? Okay, wow, that's crazy, because I was gonna say no person under the age 50 has ever seen that movie. Well, you're gonna freak out right now, because the person I ended up getting is Laura Banks. Oh my God! Extra! She is the navigator of Khan. For the 3 people in the entire world that are Anthpo and Laura Banks fans, this is a crazy collab. And I was curious, I was like, why the fuck would Laura Banks...
Who is this guy? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to dive into his channel. We're gonna open this in a new tab. Let's get back into this video. This guy's funny. This is fun.
C-list Hollywood celebrity
this is good.
want to help me fake an alien invasion.
God.
Sure enough, I find out it is literally only to promote her book.
Whoopi Goldberg and I had a true called Spontaneous Combustion in San Diego, which is all in my book, which I hope to shamelessly promote, The Wrath of Blonde, which is my 4th book. And it was about the making of Star Trek II and other wild Hollywood adventures as an Amazon in outer space.
All things considered, I
really
liked Laura Banks. She was super willing to do all this dumb shit. And you're like, what dumb shit? Well, we went to an alley and we set up all this fake shit. We got hazmat suits and fake police lights. We did this for like 3 hours. And then what we decided on was this.
What is this? Did anyone see this? What is this?
I like that take because she moans in the end. That's not the only thing we did though. We recorded a shitload of contingency stuff to further sell the story. I got this grainy photo I took on a flip phone, and then I faked this lab blood report.
Wait.
Drone, and I would fly it over top of Tampa at night. I would do this every night at like 11 p.m. I also faked this. Yeah, so he gets beamed up. At 11 p.m.
But bro,
drone, and I would
tell me these little dots is not one of the Florida UFOs that everyone's been talking about.
I also faked this.
Bruh.
Yeah, so he gets beamed up. My producer hired a VFX artist who took a month to make this.
What am I looking at?
That was on screen for 4 frames, and I got charged $3,000 for that.
Can we see it again?
Yeah, we can watch it again, yeah.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
I'm putting in the work. I'm building up all this evidence, and this is all leading to something, and that is a website. So this is a third-party website who, it's me obviously, who's putting all the information
this dude.
here.
Oh
Laura
my
then
God.
posts the information on her Facebook. This is how fake news works. A news station picks something up and poses a question. Is this real? And then another news station will take that.
I love the little sound effects.
Question. Is this real? And And then another news station will take that fake news and then they sit with it for a second and then they go, this is real. I needed somebody to report on what Laura was doing. And that is where Travi.Martins comes into play. He sees Laura Banks' Facebook post and then he makes this video.
Last night, this old lady posted this video on my local Facebook group. And this is like 3 blocks away from me. There's 2 guys in a hazmat suit, 1 guy in a suit, just like holding some type of figure.
It did well. Tampa, for a brief stint, was freaking out over aliens. When Travis and I would walk outside, he was like a niche celebrity around Tampa because he was the alien guy. Tons of people were asking for updates.
Comment for an update. Here for an update.
Well.
Oh my God.
In addition to that, I posted over on 4chan.
Why? 4chan's gonna set it on fire.
AI, it was clearly like fully real.
Yeah.
We got posted on Reddit. We got posted on Facebook. The hoax was making its rounds. If I wanted to take this to the next level, I needed to do something in real life. What I decided on was a protest. The idea was we were gonna march for answers, and if like 200,000 people saw Travi Martins talking about aliens, people were gonna wanna show up to this alien protest. And in case you couldn't make that, that's totally fine. We've got another protest, Saturday, February 6th.
I doubt you will ever see this, Anthony or Poe. I saw Anthony, which I'm assuming is your name, but you just go by Poe, of course, obviously. You're incredible. And I absolutely live for you. And I'm still a little angry, but I'm loving every second of this. You're a genius.
The next thing I did was I needed to promote the event. And Travis obviously was going to promote it, but I wanted like another figure in on this. So I used the alien costume and I made this video.
Aliens are real and I have proof.
Legalize illegal aliens.
I am hosting a protest this Friday and Saturday. A protest for the truth!
So I made that video, and my thought process is like, I'm gonna get a fuckload of people at this protest now. Yeah, I had so much fun making that video, and I had nothing else to do on like day 10 that I made another
so much
one.
fun.
Where are all the fine Latino women?
Legalize illegal aliens.
Shout out to all my
Brava.
So yeah, I lost the plot a little bit there. The protest was gonna be in 3 days, so I needed to start marketing even more. There was a pirate festival happening.
Gasparilla. Tell me what's Gasparilla.
Like, fucking gotta go to the pirate festival, right? Like,
Yeah.
I stapled the flyers to the alien costume, and then I ran around for like 3 hours. And the great thing about being in a crazy costume around drunk people is that everybody wants to take pictures.
Yes.
And in every single photo,
that flyer's there.
So I've got 3.
Brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant. And I've gone to Gasparilla a few times. I'm not sure that this is the exact event, but it is packed with people. Everyone's lit and nobody cares. That is so much fun. But I will say, Anthony, that's crazy because, God, you must have been sweating in that costume. Jesus.
Different verticals promoting this alien thing. I've got Laura's crazy ass and the news. I've got Travis on TikTok.
The fact that he got the news.
Posting this alien with a flyer on him. In my head, there's gonna be 1 billion people at this protest. The owner of the Airbnb got a call from the police.
Oh God.
One of my guests staying there. I don't know. Let me call and find out. I said I can't just give you their information, but I'll call them and find out.
So the police, I guess, traced
the
uploads of these posters and
to
found
the
the
IP
address
address.
of the Airbnb, and they're like, oh my God, these people are throwing a fucking massive protest.
Oh no. That's good. That's good. That's good.
You know, the protest is the next day at this point. I'm shitting my pants. I'm like, we're gonna show up and I'm gonna get arrested for dressing up like a stupid fucking alien. I understand, like, in their head, you know, they've been seeing these posters everywhere. You know, I hung them up everywhere. They probably saw them all over social media. Travi Martins was posting about it on TikTok.
If you're free on February 16th at 1 p.m., you can literally join
fucking Travi.
After I did all this, I wanted one more thing to convince people to come to this protest. So I made business cards. You're invited to the alien protest, Tampa City Hall, 1 p.m. Saturday. The backside, Pedro Pascal will be there.
Not Pedro Pascal. And then the fact that he's like, I mean, Pedro Pascal's famous on his own, but now he's just in what? The Last of Us. They're going to do the Fantastic Four. The other Last of Us season's coming out, so he's like extra hype. God.
He was there.
This dude's crazy. What? No, he wasn't.
I ran into Pedro Pascal in Tampa. No, I'm fucking with you guys. This
Okay.
was a lookalike that I found, and he was really convincing. He said he would only do it if we went out drinking that night. So I went out drinking with Pedro Pascal, and literally we couldn't go anywhere. Everybody was just coming up and asking for pictures, and when they would, we would give them the business
The flyer. Oh my god.
So we handed out 200 business
Fucking
cards that
brilliant.
night. Even Moist Critical believed in it. So the
No
next day,
way.
didn't-
No. Look at Charlie's
that night.
face.
Even Moist Critical believed in it.
This is priceless. Priceless. Oh, this is fantastic.
So the next day was the protest, and I'm like, it's either going to be the largest protest ever and it's going to be an issue, or it's going to be the exact type of people that I think are going to show up. And it was the exact type of people that I thought were going to show up.
The government is unfair! Aliens are somewhere! The government is unfair!
Aliens are somewhere.
The government is unfair! Aliens are somewhere!
We did this for like 3 hours, and there was a lot of people recording us, but there was literally like only 30 of us.
We gather here today not as mere spectators in the theater of the cosmos, but as active participants in a story that is unraveling at an unprecedented pace.
I was really worried the police were going to intervene, but literally the only reason
This is probably my favorite video I've ever seen on YouTube. I'm so happy right now.
police ended up staying was because they wanted to take pictures with
Pedro
Pascal.
of course.
At this point, we're like, okay, this Pedro Pascal thing is working, so we just full pivoted into that.
At this point,
Pedro Pascal!
As soon as we started talking about Pedro Pascal, a line started forming.
Of course.
Now everyone doesn't give a fuck about the
aliens.
aliens. It's like Pedro Pascal's at University of Southern Florida.
Pedro Pascal is single! Pedro Pascal is single! Pedro Pascal!
What's funny is, like, I can picture somewhere, as we can see, news travels fast, especially fake news. Just somewhere out of the blue, someone messaging Pedro, like one of his friends, like, bro, someone told me that you were doing this event in Florida. And he's probably at home like, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh my god, this is crazy.
Yeah, dude. We ended up making two very big mistakes that kind of ruined this entire operation. As you guys can see here, this post made its way over to Reddit, and the top comment is, that's literally an alien prop that you can order online. This had 160 upvotes the day before, and it now has 0. Sure enough, the producer that bought this, they didn't really do thorough research, because if you look up dead alien prop, it's the
first thing that pops up.
So that failed miserably. We're like, oh, well, what about the news? Because we still have the other side of things. I shot 150 emails throughout the 2 weeks. This person said, good afternoon, Travi. Thank you for contacting. We noticed Laura Banks will be starring in a YouTube series about recreating alien abductions this March per her website. And I clicked that link. Laura, when I hired her, just posted publicly on her Facebook
that she was gonna fake it.
So the only real news that ended up coming out was everybody was talking about Pedro Pascal in Tampa. Critical posted a photo with him, so it's definitely possible he was actually here. Before I get into
There's
my
just
favorite part
no
of
way.
this entire video, I want to talk about misinformation. Make sure you're being like a good amount of skeptical of information you receive on the internet.
Yes, amen.
And most importantly,
I
don't do
love
this. This is stupid, I'm an idiot, and I got nothing out of this.
Oh, you're not an idiot, this was fun, and you're teaching everyone a lesson.
Good. The beginning of this presentation, I talked about how I faked an alien invasion and then accidentally became famous. So you guys might remember this alien costume that I had bought. I ended up really liking this character, and so after the protest failed and I had nothing to do in Tampa for a day, just kind of went out and filmed a couple things, just for fun. I had nothing to do.
What is a Bitcoin? Why don't instead you get some bitches? Why do people get so butthurt about trans people when they don't even do anything to you? I don't see that much hate about bears, and bears fuck people up all the time. Black woman!
Shout
I didn't expect anything to come from this. Sure enough, I became a fucking based alien celebrity. Like, I gained 100,000 followers pretty much overnight. Like, this started as me trying to fake an alien invasion, and now I've got this, like, fan
it turned
base.
into this.
I love your videos, please don't die. Could I fake an alien invasion? Inconclusive. You know, I might have contributed to the mall.
But those
thing.
two giant
I don't
mistakes.
Want to sit here and, get credit for it because I don't know how much my
He got me going for. That's why we clicked the video. Was the mall thing was first. Not only is he brilliant, not only did he orchestrate this whole thing, but he's a great content creator on YouTube because his hook hooked me.
Comments did for the greater part of it. Could I speak my truth? Yes, I could. And
Yeah.
then the total cost, this is an estimate.
Too much.
It's definitely a bit more than this, but I didn't really want to look all that much. Laura was really upset.
Oh no.
You know, she's a Hollywood actress. She understands how passionate I was about this thing. She starts mass texting me and calling me. She's really upset, right? So in order to make it I actually got and read her entire book. All I did the last 2 days was just sit around and read The Wrath of Blonde. And let me tell you what I think about this book. A deeply personal tale about a woman willing to share too much. I would never admit to myself that I'm envious, angry, horny, yet Laura lays it all out on the table. Admitting to having had phone sex with Jack Nicholson and fantasizing about being JFK's boyfriend. And yet, I'm not kidding.
Girlfriend?
I cried reading this book. In an age of misinformation, appealing to algorithms, and a mad dash for the top spot, Laura Banks' authenticity is refreshing and beautifully human.
Oh, she
when you
seems
take
like a
a chance
sweetheart.
and pursue your dreams with your head held high, you won't become the biggest star there ever was. Or fail miserably. You'll probably become Laura Banks. Beaten and bruised, but happy you did it. Happy in spite of it all.
Oh, that was a really good. Oh.
Yeah, that's spot on. Pretty touched by that. I'm pretty touched by that. That's spot on, man.
Oh. Oh, I'm here clapping. I'm not even there. Oh.
I know, you guys are all wondering.
That was so
that alien gonna make an
sweet.
appearance? Yes, they are. Give it up for that alien! First of all, I mean, thank you so much for coming. Do you want to just tell the people about what it was like to be such an overnight celebrity?
Hey, lovely people, and hello, less hot Timothy Chalamet. Firstly, thank you for having me. You all look so.
What?
Thanks for coming, guys.
Wow. Wow. What an adventure. Dude, I didn't know who you were before. I don't know how because you're incredible and funny, but you just gained a subscriber. That's crazy. This was uploaded by Anthony Poe. We went on an adventure there because I genuinely thought that he faked the entire Miami Mall incident the way that he started that video. Great freaking hook. When it says 22 more videos, I hope that doesn't mean and then he's done. Wow, that was great, y'all. Check him out. He's going to be linked in the description below so you can check out his channel. Excuse me. Unlike me, he actually has a schedule and posts content regularly. So you'll know what you're going to get. He seems really fun, really funny, really fantastic. And he's got an entire back catalog for you to go through if you haven't already. I know what I'm going to go down a rabbit hole doing later, and it's watching some of these videos. Thank you, Anthony Poe, or Anth Poe.
Now, personally, I found the video funny. It is upsetting that it does muddy the waters and that it makes it harder to distinguish what's real and what isn't. And then you add the layer of AI on top of it. He's doing his job, great creator, got the views, did make me chuckle. I'm just a little upset of how things play out because of pranks like this. As you've seen of my channel, before the UFOs, and even sometimes during, I am a really big fan of pranks. It's just sometimes when two worlds collide, the mixture that comes out isn't as great. And so we get this awesome prank with aliens, but then it kind of messes things up for the UFO community. Still, that doesn't mean to stop asking questions. As of now, we still have that official word of it being a riot at the mall. However, we still have no evidence of that, no security cam footage, no arrest, I don't believe, from that. So everything really is up in the air. And it's not to say I don't believe them, it's just that if you remember, with the Las Vegas UFO incident, the police went and everything. We saw the reports, we saw all the news, we saw the police getting there through their body cam. And then they turned their body cam off, and we never got the body cam footage, which I think is weird. So when we don't get footage from officials, because they release footage of anything else, so when we don't get footage from officials, it truly makes me wonder what's actually going on. Maybe it isn't as big an incident as we thought, but I don't think it was a riot. Though I will say I think it was a pretty big incident because everyone seemed to be running out of that damn mall. Let me know in the comments below what you think was happening. And if you made it this far, smash that like. You're incredible. I'll see you in the next video.